Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fair catch called for and made. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Oh, they knock it free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Excellent field position here for the offense. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And man, that's the second fumble of the game. That's day one. Like, we go over this, cover each point of the football, tuck it away, don't reach it out from your body. So frustrating for a coach. You draw up all these scripts and all these plays, and the first thing you do the first two drives is cough the football.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Fights off a defender. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's 1st and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Off he goes! Otis left him grasping. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. That's caught. It's Hart. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Offense gets set for second down. The option look. Runs through a tackle. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Offense, quick tempo. Goes to the option. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Tennessee 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Finds a crease at the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense then close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this.
And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Dropping back, it's Cobb. Buys a little time with his feet. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
On second down, looking again to throw. Finds his man. It's Woods. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Now Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Vols are marching down the field. They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Back to throw, it's Cobb. Firing to the right, complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
At the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Back to pass, it's Cobb. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback will audible. To the air on first down. Looking for a deep man. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll go back to the air on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up third down.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. LSU right back to the line. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Northern Illinois is currently up big at this moment. So much so, they're on the verge of giving Mission the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over Arkansas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Cobb. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot.
And they will score! Touchdown ball! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Tackled there by the defense.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that 2-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. LSU quick to the line. Wide out in motion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Give to the running back. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 21, Tennessee 16.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 45 on his way. Running toward the tape. Touchdown LSU. And once he got loose, it was all over. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tennessee. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll call for the fair catch here. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The defense is up against it now, man. You're playing on the road. It's a hostile environment. It's late in the game. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Nice job there knocking that one down for the incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there. Getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Across the 45. Oh, look out! He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Touchdown, Volunteers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute.